The unknown here is identified with variable x, and we are going to solve for that applying the necessary operations. We are going to isolate the said variable in one side of the equation. In this case, let's pick the left hand side and remove the necessary terms or coefficients that also applies to the right hand side in order for us to solve for the variable. Here we are given with 5 minus x is equal to 9. We are going to remove first this term 5 so that we are just going to deal later with a term involving x. To remove that 5, since 5 is positive, we are going to subtract here 5. Okay? So that 5 minus 5 will become 0. Now, properties of equality tells us that what you do on one side, do it on the other side as well. In short, what remains here is negative x. Before I continue, this is one of the common mistakes. Take note that our term here is minus x. So it should be minus x still here, not positive x. Take note of that because the answers would be different if you forget to use minus sign. Now for the right hand side, that's simply 9 minus 5, you will have here 4. Take note, we are looking for the value of x, not negative x. Hence, we still need to remove that sign. Take note that if we have minus x, that's automatically equal to saying there's something 1 here. So minus x is just minus 1x. And removing that, we simply divide this one here by negative 1. So that negative 1 divided by negative 1, that's 1 times x, you will be having x. Take note, do the same thing on the other side. You'll have 4 divided by negative 1. This would mean the value of the unknown x is not 4, but more importantly, it's negative of 4. Now, of course, if you stick with your answer of 4, you need to do this next step in order for you to know whether the answer is correct or not. Because again, if you take this positive and your answer is positive 4, this would be incorrect later because we will do here the checking. The checking here is using the original equation and verifying if the equation will still remain as an equation once we substitute the value of the x that we have solved being negative 4. Take note that if your answer earlier is 4, 5 minus 4 is 1, it's not equal to 9. That's already your hint that your answer is incorrect. Now let's try the value of the unknown that we have solved as negative 4. So we simply substitute that here, 5 minus, you'll have negative 4. Please do not forget to use parentheses, especially if you're dealing with subtraction and the value of the variable is a negative, because you'll be applying here a double negative property later. Of course, the other side will still be 9. And once you are done substituting, take note that you're going to represent here question mark because we are on the checking process. Now, of course, this will become 5 double negative property plus 4. This would be 9. The goal of the checking is, even if it's too obvious, we are just going to aim for both sides of the equations having the same value. In this case, 5 plus 4, 9. The other side is 9. At this time, we need to stop because our checking is now done, and this makes our value of the variable x earlier be correct. Again, do not force your answer to be correct if your checking is incorrect. If your checking is incorrect, review the value of the unknown. This time, this is the correct answer for this given. Join us to the next adventure involving the unknown.